Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing? Hi, how's everybody doing? Welcome, welcome. I know it's a little bit early in the evening for some, and I want to start kind of coming in just a little bit early on the Thursday evenings when I do pop in. Sometimes it may be different times, but thank you guys for coming up and joining in. And I just want to check in with you all. I am Karen Oliver, Life Purpose certified Life Purpose Life Coach and certified Life Integrative Health and Nutrition Coach, a beauty brand owner, and of course a podcaster. And so tonight we're live with EP episode 106. Sometimes you all I lose count with the episodes. I know we went into the 100th episode on October the 11th or 12th. I think it was October the 12th. We went into 100th episode, and we've been doing live Thursday episodes on every Thursday. So sometimes I lose count. So please forgive me. But I think we're definitely on 106, and we're in season three. And lately, just to recap, everyone who hasn't taking a chance to listen to any episodes on the podcast. For those of you who have been on the journey with me since 2020, since May 2020, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your support, your likes, and your shares. Um, Also, been busy um, this year. I have dedicated to furthering my brands and even going into 2023. So I hope you all have already made a declaration of what you want to see manifest before 2023 comes in. And so, we do Thursday therapy sessions. If I'm busy, and then I'm gonna come on here any day of the week. But we are dedicated to Mondays and Thursdays. That is when you all actually usually hear from me. So thank you all for tuning in live via YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, and of course my Wisdom family. Hey everybody there, how are you guys doing? And so we just want to talk about the week and how has your week been thus far? What is something that we can touch on? What is a topic or something that we can really relate to? What has been good to us this week and what hasn't been so good to us this week? Um, what have you endured? What have you celebrated? These are some of the things that we discuss weekly. How did you endure this situation, or what milestone did you celebrate? So either way it go, you're going to be celebrating. Either way it go, you're going to be celebrating a win, and you're going to be celebrating how you overcame certain things and what milestones you celebrated. We have about 40 something days left in 2022. So, like I said earlier, it's important for us to make that vow to ourselves, not for anyone else, but making a vow to ourselves, making that declaration. Um, you know, making that, not just making the promise, but keeping a promise to ourselves, the things that we're going to do better, the things that we're going to prove upon and get better at. Because in reality, no one is perfect. If someone says that they're fine right now, they may be fine on that day or whatever. But trust and believe there's going to be something that is going to come up that they're going to want to improve upon and that they're going to want to get better at. And that's just life situations. That's just life as a whole. So we can always jot something down, or we can always take a self care check and say, what is something I need to get better at? What do I need to start doing? Yeah, I made this promise to myself before, but guess what? I need to hold myself to it, and I need to start keeping that promise. And I know a lot of us have been there. A lot of us have said that. But like I said, like, it's easy to make the vow, it's easy to make the commitment, it's easy to make um, the promise. But guess what? it's not as easy as keeping the commitment, keeping the promise, keeping that vow, and keeping those goals that you have put, ahead of yourself. Like you are trying to reach a target, you're trying to reach a goal, and the most important key is keeping and doing, keeping that commitment and doing what you know that you want to improve on and what you want to do in life. And so, this is uh, questions that we talk about. These are topics that we talk about every week. Um, checking in with each other, making sure each other is good. I mean, I talked about support system. I talked about having a support system on Monday. It's important for us to have a support system and understand that. It's important to know, it's important to feel safe and comfortable with someone that we can confide in about our vision, about our purpose, because our purpose is connected to us. Our purpose is not connected, it's not for, we have a unique individual purpose on our lives. And it's not anybody else. Somebody else got their own purpose, but you have the purpose that you need to stick to, and the purpose that you want to see flourish, the purpose that you want to see grow. um, you got to commit to that purpose, not what somebody else is doing, not what somebody else is saying that you need to be doing, but you have to stay committed to that purpose and that purpose only. How do you do it? Keeping the goal. You've already set the goal, but the thing about it is, like, you have it written down. It's in your mind and heart, but you've got to stay committed to it and you've got to keep it. And if you need someone to work with you on that, and then there's nothing wrong with getting someone to work with you on your goal. There's nothing wrong with there's nothing wrong with getting that push and getting that extra help that you need. I think in life situations, we pretty much stay so hard on ourselves. We stay so hard on ourselves. We beat ourselves up about certain things that we can't control, certain things that we can't do. And sometimes we're stepping into um, a field that we're not even supposed to step into, because our purpose can be sitting right there in front of us, but we're thinking that we're supposed to be doing something else, because we were passionate about it, because we liked it so much, and we think, hey, I'm supposed to be doing this before this, but your purpose is connected to you, and it's going to outlive and it's going to outshine yourself. Like, your purpose is bigger than you, because someone is going to connect with you through your purpose. The right people are going to connect with you through your purpose. And you've got to know, who you are. You've got to identify, you know, that I'm in the right field. I'm on the right field. And that I have the right peers that are around me and connected to me. And sometimes we just got to step out and just start doing stuff ourselves. Um, but then you get to a point where you've got to still, at the end of the day, you still have to trust someone, and you got to make sure that the people who are around you, that know your vision, that understand your vision, can trust what you're doing. Because even some people that know us, they're not supposed to, be connected to our purpose. I know that kind of, it may sound different from some, and I know some of you may have heard this before, but there are people that just cannot handle the vision that you have, and they may not understand, well, why he or she want to do this, or why didn't he or she go this route when we already know somebody who can do that for him or her. It's not meant for your God. I believe wants to broaden your circle. You can't stay in the same circle in the same season, because remember, I talked about seasons change. So God wants to broaden your circle, and then He's going to have people from outside that is going to come to you. And guess what? Familiar people and people that are close to you and dear to you may not understand that. I'm not saying all of them, but there's going to be some people that may not understand your vision. They may not understand your gifts or your talents. And we just have to um, understand that. We have to understand that, there are some seasons where you're just going to be doing things alone. There's going to be seasons where you're going to have to get you a team. And we are trying to wrap our hand around, we trying to wrap our head around, like, how I'm gonna do this and how I'm gonna do that, and how I'm gonna get this or whatever. And I think most time we just need to calm down and we just need to get out of our head and just let things flow. Because if God gave it to you, and then He's going to send the right resources, He's going to make provision. I know I've been there to where I was overworking, and you know I was like, okay, Karen, you got to slow down. It's been said, and you've got everything in place. If you got things in place, sometimes you may not even have everything in place like you're supposed to. But you need to trust and understand that if your purpose, um, that your purpose is going to make room for you, and that the right things and the right people are going to attract your purpose. And sometimes we overwork ourselves and we beat ourselves up because we haven't hit this mark this year, or we didn't hit the mark the second year or third year. The right timing is the right timing. And all you need to do is just, like I said earlier this week, be consistent, show up, be authentically you, take a load off your shoulder and say, look, I'm going to let things naturally flow. I'm still going to be exercising, and I'm still going to do the work on myself, whether that's myself, my business, my family, my job. As an entrepreneur, as a business owner, you still have to do the work, but don't overwork yourself. Don't get so drained trying to do every single thing and wondering in your head, where is all this going to come from? Or I need this and I need that. And I don't know how I'm going to get this and that. And you got to stop overthinking. And I think that that's definitely one of our problems. Don't overthink it. Just let things naturally flow. Just let things naturally happen. Um, I've been there, and sometimes I can catch myself trying to get there, but then I have to pull myself out real quick. I'm pretty sure some of you that are listening can attest to that. Our minds will just take us anywhere, but we have control to take our minds back. We have control to draw our minds back from where it is trying to take us. So we have to under so we have to understand that, hey, if I don't need to be thinking that, if I don't need to be doing that, I gotta put myself back into position to say, "Oh, Karen, you ain't supposed to be doing that," or you need to rest. You need to take a load off. You need to work on stuff. Like I took a month. I think I took a month break, and then I just recently started back marketing some things in one of my brands, and I did that actually last night. And I'm in the process of getting a team because I'm in the second phase of things. And I know the first phase, I was learning and doing things on my own. Now I'm in the second phase to where things are getting ready to get busy. So I'm like, I need to hire a team. But most times we're like, oh Lord, where are these funds gonna come from? Just trust yourself. Just trust the process and be consistent. It's not gonna always be easy, but trust the process. And that's something I had to tell myself. So the word for today on Thursday Therapy Talks is don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Don't overwork yourself. Um, so right now, you all, I'm going to leave the floor open to anyone who is viewing online. And if you catch the replay, you can also put your comments back in. But now I want to open up the floor for anyone to come up and share about their week or challenges they may have throughout the year. It don't even have to be challenges; it can be wins. Since we pretty much talk about anything, or if you just want to share about how you were overthinking in some areas or some seasons in your life and how you were going to get things done or whatnot, feel free um, to come up to request to join. I know on Wisdom You can join and live on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Twitter. You can also leave your comments or whatnot. And if you think of something later, feel free to send your feedback. Feel free to send a message. Um, but don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Don't overload yourself, and don't overwork yourself. Um, let things come naturally. Let let it flow. Don't worry about, oh, the first thing we worry about is when we know that we've got to do something to hit a target. The first thing that come to our natural mind is, how is this going to get done? Don't even let that come to your mind. Don't even say it. Don't even think it, because whatever you think, you didn't already thought of it, and it's already in your mind and heart. So just a little tip and advice is, like I said, redirect your mind, draw your mind back to where it's supposed to be. Um, and again, you all, if you think of something else or you would like to reach me one on one, you can message me or email me with information in my bio or whatever. If you don't have anything right now at this time, you can definitely message me later. And so, thank you all for tuning in to the live podcast. This Thursday, and we will definitely be back on next week with another episode. We will do, of course, Monday check in. I'm sorry, we will not be here next Thursday because it is Thanksgiving, you guys. And I also have a birthday on Wednesday. So, but I definitely will, you guys will definitely hear from me on Monday. We will do Monday check in. So, I also want to make a couple announcements before I go. I did share out my vegan cosmetic brand. Um, and if you're not following me on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, because that's where I put um, our cosmetics at or whatever. We are doing a November birthday sale, so I'm doing a sale for my birthday, and so we do have some products that are ready to go out right now. We are doing another launch of another formula that should be out the first of the year. I'm not going to say December because December is a little tight, but yeah, if you're interested, and the next launch we're gonna have a skincare for men. So that's gonna be coming. But anyway, if you would like more information about that, send me a message. But anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful and safe um, Thanksgiving next week. Until then, until I talk to you all soon, be safe. Bye. And thank you for tuning into the Stay True podcast.